All right. Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Well, that was quite an adventure, huh? I don't quite know what happened there. So it turns out whenever we enter manual combat in Age of Wonders 4, the game was crashing on me. So, guess we're not doing any Age of Wonders 4 for tonight. I've had Anno 117's demo downloaded. It's active until the 16th before they take it away from us. So I haven't really tried the game. I like turned it on once. That was about it. So this is really a first blind playthrough of Anno 117. So let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. I don't know what to expect, but let's do it. Yeah, so this one seems to be like the starter one. This one, I think, yeah, challenging experience. We don't need that for our first one. A classic golden Anno experience is what I need. So let's do it. Let's give it a try. Alright, let's set sail.
So, you wish to be a Roman governor? Congratulations! The Emperor himself has deemed you worthy to take charge of these lands.
Oh, well, that was nice of him, deem me worthy.
Struck by disaster, they're now ready for new leadership. Your leadership. Your story begins here, on a humble island with azure shores. Latium.
Hey, Jacob. Hey, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. Yeah, interesting, right? Why not? Yeah, interesting, right? Why not? Oh, yeah, I didn't test my mic. Whoops. Yeah. I enjoyed Anno 1800. I tried Anno 2205. I didn't get into it very much. So we'll see.
So, how does one become a good governor? Let's find out.
Who knows? Nobody's ever figured that out. How does one become a good governor? Alright. The game certainly looks good. Alright. So what do we do here?
Timber is vital to the continued growth of our city.
Same as Victoria 3 right there.
We shall station the woodcutter in forest near our trading post.
Yeah, so let's put it like right here. We can get all these trees out of here. Now build a sawmill.
Should be situated between trading post and woodcutter.
Alright, well let's not cut out the trees there. Let's build a street. Connect it to this. Build your first residences. Alright, when trees are gone, we can do that. Now, yeah, there we go. How do we want to situate these? The modal music of the classical period, yeah, right. Yeah, the music's definitely nice. Looks good. Oh, we need 10 of these residencies. Okay. Actually, okay, so I should be paying attention here too. Let's pause this for a second. Yeah, so we need... Oh my god, I'm so used to Paradox that I'm like, why isn't the tooltip staying up there? Alright, we need the Woody Wood Woods. Where do I see this, the stuff that I have? Here we go. So we need more wood. Alright, so let's unpause.
You the one from the coins and the statues?
Alright, so process this stuff up. Wait, so you tell me I just don't have my resources, like, right up on screen here? Remaining time. What is this remaining time for? Hope this isn't the demo. It's not going to be a full stream right there. We'll see what that is. Alright, so we... Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed here. I can't see how much stuff I have. Accepts and distributes goods from and to your production buildings. Isn't that what the trading post does too? I guess not. So we need... I remember these guys need to be, like, built in, like, the center of town. So... let's do it here. Let's build ourselves a road. Alright. So let's keep building houses here. Right. Oh. I'm already kind of ruining my city structure here. Whatever. I remember in Anno 1800, I always liked to just make this the center, build a road around it. So let's do this. What do we got? We got 4. Oh, look at little birdies. Okay. Let's build a couple more, I guess. I wish I could see how many of these I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total knowledge, total population, balance, hemorrhaging money. Denarii, the combined wealth of your provinces. Okay. Oh, I guess our name is Nuncio Uncio. We have 0 population. So who's cutting down these trees? We have 0 population. Who are these people? I don't know. Island income, none. Although I guess these residencies are popping up, so... Now I suppose we need to get roads over to these guys. Alright. Select the tab of your first resident here. Provide some food. New foods unlocked. So sardines. Oh, wonderful. A family picking at the bony sardine can still be fed and kept in health. Porridge. Porridge is a staple. Easy to produce for the masses. No one loves the taste, though. So... Alright, what's happening here? Get this off my screen. I want... Slaves don't count, maybe. You know, that's probably what it is, actually. Yikes. Build. What? Construction material. Okay. Dirt road. Residence. Oh. I see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so get us some sardines. Okay, I think I got the UI here. And then porridge. Okay, so we need an oat farm first. So yeah, why don't we put the farm right here. God, I feel like this is gonna be like the worst city setup. Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you do the oat farm thing. Because who doesn't put a farm right on the beach, right? Oh, God. That's not good. But we do have this, this thing here going. Got a fishing hut. It does certainly look nice, alright?
And the dog says, Governor.
Alright, so what can we do with
I
this?
know more, old chum.
You know, I do suddenly am like, oh man, I should play some Anno 1800 again. The thing I always kind of find annoying, though, about Anno games is it's like fake history, right? Like, this isn't really Rome. We're not going to do, like, a Roman city builder. It's like Rome-esque. That's kind of what Anno 1800 was. It was like, it wasn't England, but it was like England-esque. And I'm like, why not just give me, like, the real thing? But, whatever. Good enough. Okay, so what do we need? We need to get to 20 population. I see. Yeah, all the Anno mechanics are starting to come back to me. It's been a while. But we're starting to get population. Ah, so the sardines are really what's doing it. Oh, we can put, like, ornaments around our city? So we're kind of behind on that. Residents or other parties may seek an audience with you. Select them to interact with, okay?
What do we do, Gov?
A Libertus passes you, straining under a heavy load of timber. He carries the hopeful air of one who has recently celebrated his manumission, freedom from slavery. Despite his burden, he stops and hails you as his governor. How do you respond to him? Let's see. Let's wish him well. This seems like a lot. 400 of anything is a lot. Yeah, there's a suspension of disbelief with some historical games that make it a little too nice. No crime, problems between people, etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like what this was.
Fair enough.
And that was kind of what, like, Anno 1800 was. Like, all of these nations are just, like, little small islands, right? But Anno, I think Anno... See, I find... So in the Anno games, like, ships are, like, very important, right? So that's why I think with Anno 1800 it worked. I got Anno 2205 because I was like, oh, I'd like to try, like, a futuristic builder. But ships, like, naval ships were still a big thing. Like, I'm supposed to be building stuff like in orbit, like space stations, and yet I'm having these like naval battles. I was like, this is kind of dumb. It makes sense in Anno 1800, but Anno 2205, why am I having naval battles?
Something for your consideration, Ari.
Your residents have needs that are grouped into categories such as food, fashion, or public services. It's up to you to decide which needs you provide. For early residents, one need covers an entire category. Ah, I see. So, yeah, as long as we have one of these things would be good. Once each category has been provided for, you can upgrade residences to the next tier. Yeah. So it's so far typical Anno. Like typical Anno mechanics. I wish I could see what my stockpile of stuff is. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have 3 oats. So I suppose we can start building... the porridge stand. Alright. Yeah, the trajectory is definitely not naval at this point. Total air power now. Totally air power now, yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, it was just kind of silly. And I really wanted to get into it because I wanted to build, like, a space station and stuff. See, that's why I'm like, okay, so the year is 117. So, yeah, these ships will make sense.
This sardine and I, we're both very small fish.
Alright, so their food needs, they need public service. And they need fashion. So a market or a tavern. Didn't I have access to a market in here? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's right. So I need to get to 20 population. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So we can get there. We're steadily increasing. Right? Oh, actually, I should pay attention here. How many people can fit into these little housey houses? I guess it'll tell us in here. Nope. It doesn't. I mean, is it really just one population? At the first level? Okay. I suppose logistics still matters in that regard. But, they're already using drones for small shipments experimentally 200 years later. Yeah, probably larger drones that can make several stops. Yeah, yeah, the 2205 one. Yeah, exactly. Really, am I gonna have to build like 20 of these things? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to. Alright. So, yeah, now it's all coming back to me. This is like exactly what I used to do in 1800. Just put 2 on each side of this guy. Oh, that's actually not what I wanted to do. Okay. So that's 4 more. Oh! We're at the population. So we can get a market and a tavern.
Public services should be erected close to residences in order to meet people's needs.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna move these guys. Like, right over here. Because we're going to have to put that market right in the middle there. So now... yeah, let's put it right here. This will give us the biggest... the biggest cover of people. And then a tavern. It's gonna have, like, input needs. I wish it would tell me. No? Does it not? Okay. Those are going up. Oh, I'm not paying attention to these guys. Most buildings require workforce to function. Different workforce types may be needed depending on the building. Okay. Workforce is derived from population. The resident tiers define which workforce type you have available. So if you need plebeian workforce, grow your plebeian population. To increase a population tier, build and upgrade residents of this tier. Provide needs that increase population attribute. Got it.
Something for your consideration, Eddie.
Each need that you fulfill per residence increases different attributes. The most important ones are income and population. Attributes can benefit your city. For example, increasing your population will increase your workforce. Income will increase your wealth over time. As the city grows, the demand for goods grows with it. Check regularly if your residents' needs are fulfilled to mitigate economic impact. Alright. Missing goods. What are you missing? Do we need any more? We got a lot of those guys. Alright. Very interesting. So what do we need here? Oh, did we just unlock it? Okay. Tunics and Peluse. A hemp farm. Okay. So, we need a hemp farm. I suppose we'll build it right here. Perfect. And then a spinner. Put you right here. Alright, so you start doing that. Oh, a little sheepy farm. Well, oops. I won't do that. Let's make sure we're getting all that we need. So our balance is quickly going down. So we're getting income 20 from residents, area effects specialists. Oops, we're paying 100 in land taxes, 56 for production buildings, 24 public service, A for infrastructure. Yeah, so we need more residents. So yeah, I think once we upgrade the fashion, or get the fashion going, we can upgrade the residents, but I think we need more buildings, more residences anyway, because we don't want to upgrade all these guys. We still need people to work these buildings. So let's get more people in here, and we're going to build out this way, because this is where our... where these guys' radius hits. So let's make a little block there. Oh, good, and we got this little thing going. Oh, that's a little helpful. Alright. So we should start getting more population. Yeah, so our deficit is going down. That's good.
Awaiting your command.
You know, yeah, I forgot too. You need to, like, send these guys out to explore, right?
Something for your consideration.
Many production buildings affect the attributes of nearby buildings unless production comes to a halt. Review the attribute effect of any public building at the top of its panel. Choose carefully when placing buildings close to each other to max out benefit / mitigate risk. Okay, so let's take a look at what the hell he was talking about. Like... I don't really see what he was talking about, to be honest with you. Yeah, you know, I don't really know what we need the timber for yet. Not much. Alright, we're growing. Now let's save. Can you not save? Oh, demos. This is moving along. Yeah. Oh, man. So this is going to be one playthrough.
Ever at your service.
See what you discover.
Moving there now.
Goose of plenty. Okay. Alright, so how are we doing here? How are these...
Bit itchy, but then again, it might be me.
Alright, so we can
must be
upgrade
the
them.
governor. My name is Licia Ma. Licia means glowing clouds, like the ones you see in the desert at dawn. What is yours?
My name is also Deserts at Dawn.
What a pleasure to meet you. I am Licia Ma. Father's a silk merchant. You simply must join us for dinner sometime.
You have encountered Lucia Ma. Rumor has it that she is the daughter of a silk merchant. How do you wish to respond? Rivals are political parties that have their own reasons for engaging with you. Open the diplomacy menu to learn more about allegiances, trade rights, and other treaties. Hey, Mauricio. Hello, hello. Meanwhile, Ham. My name means ham. My name means pig that is chopped up. Ham cuts, if you will. Yeah, extend a polite greeting? Sure.
Possibilities.
I am Ham of House Cuts. Okay. So, we still need to fix a little bit up here. So, let's upgrade one house. See what we got. Plebeian residence.
All our hopes rest on this shining pillar of civilization.
Yeah, I like that you can really, like, zoom in. Alright, so what do you guys like? Market, tavern, Grammaticus.
Ere, essential in demonstrating your control of an island.
Okay. Sanctuary. So they also like soap and sandals. Okay. Tiles. Imbrex and his brother Tigula band together. And then charcoal burner. So we need a clay pit, and then a tiler. This production chain requires 2 different inputs, clay and charcoal. Ah, right.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Is there, buddy? Is there? Governor's Villa. Click the villa and build it. Each island can support 1 villa. Your governor dwelling and center of prestige and defense for the island. Welcome specialists and profit from their skills and benefits.
If an island is invaded, your villa will be the main target. I'd say place it far from the coast.
How far? Also, what needs to be within the radius? Oh, that's kind of cool. You can build it like sideways.
You've met a neighboring governor. Part of being a good governor is learning how to deal with rivals.
So how do I want to place this? Oh yeah, that's a road right there. So yeah. Let's place it right here. You do not have enough materials to build this. Once you have enough materials, you may complete construction by using the upgrade tool. Okay. Fine. We can do that. Open to review your diplomatic relations.
Always busy. The Empire never sleeps.
Who's this dude right here? Tusto. Hey, hello, Tusto. It might seem a little out of place, but hey, have you ever felt alone, even when you're surrounded by people? I live in New York City. I feel like that every time I go out on the street. That's just the New York way of life. But yes, I have felt that way. Why do you ask? Emperor Claudius was born and made in the military camp, hell bent on change. He is a champion of ordinary Romans everywhere. Oh wait, not Claudius. Calidus. Calidus rose to power after the death of Emperor Lucius. He is determined to restore the empire's finances by any means necessary. Although ruthless, tough and pragmatic, he is also gregarious, down-to-earth, honest, and good-humored. Well, alright. Look at this. So, they want bread and garum. So we need a wheat farm. So I could make this like my farm area. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Oh, but I don't have what I need. See, I wish it would tell me... Oh, I need a tile. Okay. Well, that's why it was telling me to make those other things. I just left my brother's birthday party. I stood there in the corner for a moment, watching everyone interact, and me being left out. I decided to leave. I wasn't made for parties. Oh, man. I feel you on that one. I've been to many places like that. First off, I would say, good on you to recognize this just isn't the place I should be right now. I think a lot of people don't have the courage to recognize that. Be like, no, I'm going to stay here because it's, you know, for whatever reason. I should like this, I shouldn't leave, whatever. So good on you for recognizing what you want and where you want to be and where you don't want to be. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Not every place is a place that is suited for you. And that's okay. But yeah, that's rough. At least if you were looking forward to the event or anything like that. Oh wait. Oh, I think I see
some of
now.
our work in the fire for the penalties watching over us.
We were made to paint maps and games of numbers going up, I think. Thanks for the advice, Sam. Yeah, of course. It's true, yeah. We were made to paint maps. I guess there's not as much map painting in this one, more city building. But still, maybe we were made. That's what we're trying to find out. Are we made for this? Oh, you know, what am I thinking? I didn't build a road for this. Rookie mistake on that. Rookie. Ooh, I do kind of like the road building thing. Doing, like, diagonal roads. Okay. I really hope this isn't the timer where it's like, oh, you can't play this anymore. I wish it would tell me. It's making me nervous. Have you tried Anno 1800? Yeah, it's a city builder, colonizer in the Victorian era. Yeah, I was just talking about it at the beginning of this, so I'm kind of, you know, I don't mind the Anno series. It's kind of hit or miss for me. I really enjoyed Anno 1800. That one was fun. But then I talked about how I had so because I liked Anno 1800, I wanted to try something more futuristic. I tried Anno 2205 and just didn't get into that one as much. So I liked Anno 1800 quite a bit, which is what makes me want to try this one out. I think the Anno system is just made better for like previous periods in time. I think that was the problem with Anno 2205. I think something in the future, like this whole... the mechanics and everything here, I think just doesn't fit to that. Which is why I think Anno 117 might be pretty good. So far, it's okay. Oh, we need more plebeian workforce. Alright, well, let's upgrade. But let's make sure we're not losing too much. You must be the most versatile guy for RPG. One day you're in medieval terrain. Yeah. The next in transhumanist sci-fi. And the next with elves. It's true. It's true. I have a wide range of time periods and stuff. Yeah, we were doing Age of Wonders 4 earlier before it like started crashing on us.
Some ingredients are missing.
I do love fantasy and sci-fi, but historical games are pretty cool. I wish the Anno games were more historical like the Paradox ones are. Not in the sense that like it ruins the game for me, but you know, it would be kind of cool, it would be kind of nice, but whatever. I guess so that just isn't Anno's thing. And that's kind of cool that they're like, look, this is our thing. We're not doing actual history. Even though sometimes I wish it was. Hey, oh yeah, hello. Hope you're well. I'm not sure what game this is. So this is the new Anno 117 Pax Romana. This is the demo for it because it's not actually out yet. So you can actually, on Steam, download the demo for free until the 16th. I don't know if this is the counter for how long we get to play it. It kind of looks like it is. But there was nothing like in the screens that when we opened the game that says, hey, you only get to play it for an hour. But it does make me nervous that like it doesn't give us an option to save. Yeah, current play time. So, I don't know. We might only have 19 minutes left with this. I don't know. If it boots us out in 19 minutes, I might actually load up Anno 1800 and maybe just do that. I wish there was another RPG like Earthbound, a more mundane RPG focused on comedy. Oh, I don't know that one. I'll check that one out. What's that one about? Wait, so all roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to, like, Romanus. Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely is. What a shame. Yeah. I know, right? Well, I do own Anno 1800. And that... So far, what I've seen of this game, this is basically Anno 1800 with a Roman facelift. Which isn't a criticism. Anno 1800's it was really good. And Roman stuff is cool. Ah, that's a good idea. I almost reinstalled just to check the stockpile thing. Yeah, I was just talking about, though... So I guess, yeah, I could look at my warehouse here to see these... I wish there was a way I could look at everything I have. I guess it is the warehouse, right? Because the trading posts, yeah, these seem to have the same things. Man, it's been a while since I played Anno 1800. Alright, we still don't have a positive balance. So that's not good. Earthbound, also known as Mother... 2 is Super Nintendo Classic. Oh wow, I recommend you play it. It mixes humor, a midwestern city, aliens, and comedy. Oh my god. Let me look at on Steam real quick if it's on there. Earthbound. No, it doesn't even have it. Alright. So what are we doing? So we only... Oh, okay. So we only need 19 of the Liberty workforce. We need... Oh, we need tiles. We need to... A tiler. Did we... Wait, no. I thought we just built a tiler. Yeah, that's the tile. We need the clay. Okay, what was... Oh, no warehouse range.
There's no warehouse.
Huh? What? There's no warehouse. Well, fine. We'll build... Get out of here. Why? Move out of my way. Ooh, military buildings. Hello, hello. Alright, so we'll build a warehouse right here. Now give me my clay. It's better to play through an emulator. If you want, I can send you the ROM by email. So you don't have to sail these dangerous Caribbean seas. Yeah, that'd be cool. Give me a DM on the Discord and I'll give you my email on there. You know, okay, so we do need to get some wheat going. Yeah, so why not? There we go. Oh, what are we missing? Oh, do you have Discord? I'll send it directly through it. It'll be better that way. Yeah, I'm supposed... You know, now that I realize it, I'm supposed to have a chat bot sending that stuff around. Alright, let me post the Discord here. The ham cord, as it's called. All right. There we go. And what is it that we need for this? Oh, we need 5 tiles. Yeah, so it's really just all these tiles that we need. So get clay in, my people. It is, yeah. Watching the clock is making me anxious. I was just looking at it too. I'm like, we gotta get more stuff. Like, I think I'm just gonna play through the hour mark for the break. So you place those sketches and they build when you acquire the stuff. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So these are kind of like blueprints. And then once I get 5 tiles, it'll start building it. I wonder which one it'll build first, because for this one I'm also... Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm missing 1 tile for this building. Though I suppose I'll probably need more plebeian workforce, right? Like, does it tell me... No, I need 3 farmer workforce. Okay, I'll be good on that. Then, eventually we're going to need to build a grain mill and a bakery. Alright. You know, let me double check the date this game actually comes out. November 13th. Oh, that's unfortunate, because that's going to be like about a week after Europa Universalis 5 comes out. Oh no. That's unfortunate. I know. It's the first thing I thought. EU 5 month. Don't do that in November, guys. You know, I think maybe they released their release date for this game before Anno released their date. Before EU5 released their date. Because I feel like EU5 released their date fairly recently. I think these guys released their date before EU5 did. They probably looked at the announcement of EU5 in November as like, really, guys? Are you kidding me? All right. You know, given this,
The fire must be kept burning at all cost.
oh God, take it easy, lady. It's not that serious. Give me some clay here. How much clay do we got? 9. Oh, what am I doing? We're missing charcoal. Oh man, I need both. Oh, what's happening right now? God, it was so much wasted time. Ooh, City Watch. No. But focus. Alright, where do I have charcoal?
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Oh boy. It's certainly possible. In the same vein, if Paradox was always aiming for a November release, they likely did the same when GTA 6 got delayed. Oh yeah, that's right. When is GTA 6 now? They don't even have that listed on Steam, huh? Because there's a date for GTA 6, right? May, that's right, May. Yeah, because it was originally November, right? Oh, the poor game companies. Okay, insufficient workforce, yeah. Oh no. Everybody sounds like they're about to die. I mean, I guess it is the Roman era.
Cook 'em sardines, dripping with oil, picking me teeth with the bones.
I'm not even sure, but PC always gets the games late, so I'm not even gonna check. Oh yeah, I just looked it up. Just a quick, it says May 26th. But yeah, that's probably just gonna be consoles, right? At least at the start. God, that's gonna be like a massive. It's gonna be so massive. I would love to see just for the humor of it, how many people are streaming that game on release.
City is just
Like 1 million
too
people.
crowded.
Oh, I need forest area for this. All right, let's relocate. Oh. Let's get you guys a road. Oh my god, what? Not enough cultivation? Should I just like put you right in the middle of a forest? Which will probably crash. Yeah, this is true. It definitely will crash. I'll have to avoid that. End spoilers for the month. Seriously, that's gonna be intense. Oops. Alright, is that enough? Are you kidding? I don't get this. What do you mean? How do I get you more forest area? I wish I could, like, find out, too, before I place it. That was even less. Do I need to, like, build forest area? I don't quite get it. Requires more forest area. Do you play any games like that, or just mainly stick to strategy and whatnot? No, I do. I mean, I'm not that into Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I don't mind Grand Theft Auto, but it's not something I play all that much. But I did really love Red Dead Redemption. Both of them, the first one and the second one. Red Dead Redemption 2 was just fantastic. But yeah, I do enjoy console games, like open world stuff. I really love the Horizon games. That's like an open world one. What else? You know, yeah, actually, so the last one I was playing was The Altars. I haven't been able to get back to it.
I could never be a patrician. I prefer to hear the birds
What's she talking
sing
about?
than
No.
stuff
I haven't been able to get back to it because I've just been so busy, like,
whatever it is they do.
streaming and making tutorial videos, but I would like to get back to The Altars. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 was exceptional. I didn't get into Red Dead Redemption 2 online. I'm not a big online multiplayer player. But I kind of wanted to, just because I wanted to keep playing the game. Yeah, the Altars. You should check out the Altars. So the Altars is made by 11-Bit Studios, who does Frostpunk. But it's like, I mean, it's on PC and stuff, but it's more of like I feel like a console game, but it also includes like base management, and so it's kind of like there's a story to it. Try not to give a lot away. And you're like on this like planet. You're on a space mission, and so you're trying to get back home, and you're trying to figure out what happened to you. Is the most I think I could say without giving much away, but it is a great game. I sent you the ROM on Discord, Ham. Have fun. Nice, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to allow myself to gorge on the cake. It's over the party. Have a good life. I don't blame you at all. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the ROM. I'll check that out. Go enjoy your cake. You deserve it. So, is it like in this immediate vicinity, I guess? That's gotta be what it is. So how do I get the most? It looks kind of ambitious. I'm gonna look it up more after my game. Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I was having a ton of fun with it, but then things just got too busy. But it's definitely one of those games I want to get back to, and it was a lot of fun. Here we go. Okay, so now let me just get a road over to you guys. And, yeah, no warehouse in range. Oh my god. How many of these damn warehouses am I gonna have to build? I installed Frostpunk, but I think I have to stay away from dreary things like that. Yeah. Um, if you don't like dreary, yeah, stay away from Frostpunk. That game is depressing. I absolutely love Frostpunk. But yeah, there are things in Frostpunk that this is gonna stick with you. Like, because it makes you have no-win situations that you have to make decisions in. You're just like, ugh, everything sucks. Age of Wonders 4 currently has me hopelessly hooked. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's too bad it was crashing on me. I had to restart the stream. I started again, crashed at the same point. Hey, hello, hello. Oh, does this count towards the drop? Oh, damn. You know, I forgot to look if there were drops for this. Oh no, and our counter's going down. I don't know, I think we're about to get closed out of this. Oh! That was the play counter. Congratulations, Governor. You have reached the end of the demo. We hope you enjoyed this first glance at Anno 117 Pax Romana. Until we meet again. Oh, it's a ship skin. Oh, there's one. It's a ship skin. Oh, man. I wish I'd known that. I'd have been like, I've never played a game that had drops. And the demo.
So, whether your first steps led you to the sun-soaked shores of Latium or
That
the
sucks.
wilds of Albion, your rule has begun.
No, we could do like an hour of Anno 1800, although I do gotta install it. We do need to take our break here. Oh, hey! Space Birdman, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, reverse Hamcuts, hello. Yeah, so we didn't, yeah, and it's just about an hour, 5 minutes. We need to take our break anyway. So here's what we're going to do. I actually need to install Anno 1800 and then load it up. But, so let me do that. So we're going to take a quick break. Maybe, it might be like, maybe like 3 minutes. Give me like 2 minutes, something like that. I'm going to install the game, and then I'll come back from the break screen. And we'll watch some Anno 1800 for a little bit. How about that? It's the universe saying, play Victoria 3 with mods, Ham. That's next week. Next week's Victoria 3 episodes are all going to be mod cuts runs. Alright, so I'll be right back. Stick around, and we're going to do some Anno 1800. All right, so I figured I can come back while we're installing the game here. I had to figure I had to figure out what service I owned it on because there's so many things you can own games on. Because I know I don't own it on Steam. I was like, is it Epic Games? Nope. Turns out it was Ubisoft Connect. Why the hell did I ever buy the game on Ubisoft Connect? I have no idea. Maybe there was like a deal or something. I don't know. I remember I first got it on PS5 because I had a Mac and it was only on Windows. And this was before I was doing cloud gaming. So I remember when it came out on PS5, I got real excited. And then, yeah, it must have come out like for free or something on Ubisoft Connect. That's the only reason why I would have got it on here. Let's see. Sounds good, but I think it may be a huge game. Oh, yeah, kind of is. Kind of is. Yeah, Anno 1800 eventually came out on PS5, and that's where I started playing it. Can't imagine playing a city builder with a controller. Yeah, well, that's how I got into Frostpunk. Frostpunk was on the PlayStation Network for free. So I was like, yeah, I'll try this out. And then I just like totally fell into that one. But yeah, it is kind of weird playing a city builder with a controller like on the TV. Yeah, so we got a couple minutes to go here, but we can always do a chat. Lord knows the last couple of one of our streams ends in like a just chatting stream. But yeah, I'm trying to remember everything about Anno 1800. I definitely like I did the full story campaign. And that was fun. I found it interesting the story campaign was as fun as it is. Yeah, this is a massive game. My lord. You know, I hope I installed it on the right hard drive on my computer. I have 2 hard drives because I have so many damn games on this computer. Yeah, I got enough. I got enough. Wow, you said you also like Frostpunk 2 as well? I hear mixed things about that one a lot. Well, yeah, actually, so Fridays used to be Friday Night Frostpunk, which was all Frostpunk 2. So Friday nights used to be all about Frostpunk 2 on my channel. But I finally stopped because I've been doing it for months and months. I thought finally it was time to retire it. Yeah, there were mixed things about Frostpunk 2. I feel like the mixed reviews for Frostpunk 2 were kind of unwarranted. There are definitely some things to criticize the game about, but I think the reason why there were so many mixed reviews at the game launch is because they really swung for the fences with Frostpunk 2 in the sense that they had this game Frostpunk 1 that was majorly successful, right? And so you'd think you would just kind of continue the same kind of format of that game, and they didn't, which I think is pretty admirable. They made a completely different game. Now, within the story and the world of Frostpunk, it was an excellent continuation of the Frostpunk story, but the mechanics of the game were much different. So Frostpunk, the first one, was like a very intimate city builder, to the point where like you can see your people walking around. Frostpunk 2 expands that out a lot more, and so now you don't really see the people around as much. There's a way to see it, but it's more like instead of building buildings and managing all the individual people, now you're building districts and you're managing like hundreds of people, which makes a lot of sense, I feel like, in the expansion of the world. But the mechanics of the game made it a completely different game. And so I think at launch, a lot of the reviews were mixed because people were just looking for like Frostpunk 1.5, like Frostpunk with better graphics, and that's not what they got. But I think it worked really well. I think it's a good game. Now, I think that like completely changing your format, swinging for the fences is a gamble, because we all see like Civilization 7. That's what they did in Civilization, and I admire they did that. It just unfortunately didn't work out well. At least for my opinion. I haven't been enjoying Civilization 7. But Frostpunk 2, once you get past that initial like jolt reaction of like, oh, this isn't Frostpunk 1 at all, and you really just approach it as this is a completely different game, it is a lot of fun, and it's beautiful. It's like visually, it's a beautiful game. Ham, what's the best feeling? Covering yourself up and warming up on a cold day, or having the workday over on a busy day? Oh, that is a tough one. I am a winter person. I love the winter. I love the winter. So covering yourself, wrapping up in like a heavy warm blanket on a cold day is the best. Having the workday over on a busy day. So so we only got a couple minutes left. Anno 1800 is coming. We're just downloading it right now. The problem I find when the workday is over on a busy day, I'm at the age now where that does feel really good, but when the workday is over on a busy day, I now just like need to nap or need a nap. I find myself now like I'm falling asleep at like 4:30, and I have that like short, maybe 45-minute nap, and I wake up and I just feel awful. So if I was younger, when I was younger, the having the workday over on a busy day maybe, but now definitely covering yourself up and warming up on a cold day is definitely the best. It doesn't sound too bad. It's honestly kind of sad. Innovation is often met that way, but there's certainly situations where that's not the right call. LOL, yeah, I was going to use Civ 7 as an example. Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to like Civ 7. And what I find so funny is the thing I don't like about it is the Civ switching. But in the lead up to its release, I was excited about that. I was like, oh, wow, Civ switching. That's wild. And I know like other games had done it, like Humankind, but I hadn't played those. So I didn't get to like try that mechanic out. So I was excited about it. I was like, this is going to be different. This is going to be cool. But I just didn't enjoy it. And I was trying to force myself to enjoy it. And finally I was just like, I just got to admit the fact that I just don't enjoy this. Whereas with Frostpunk 2, I think I was enjoying it a lot. Now there are some things to work out in Frostpunk, but ultimately I think it's good. Really, honestly, that's why I didn't buy it. I couldn't even process how it would work. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, like, in general, I'm like, oh, you're gonna try something completely new, something completely different. I wanna try that. And just like, I love Civilization. I absolutely love Civilization. So they were always gonna get my money on Civ 7. But yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing. That's the thing that pains me. Is I can't even really put my finger on what it is at this point that's not drawing me in with Civilization. But ultimately, Civilization is that classic, like, one more turn. And I don't have the one more turn feeling with it, unfortunately. I don't like that they're going to offer the option to turn that off, because at that point, the game is just Civ 6 2. Have they announced that you're going to be able to turn that off? Because I would try the game again if I could try that. Like, if you can turn that off, you know? Because to me, Civilization was always about having that fun run of, like, you know, like me, like I'm in the US, so like taking America from like 3000 BCE and like going all through time, right? Or taking like Egypt, like ancient Egypt or like ancient Rome, and taking them into present day. So it's all about that like alternate reality like aspect of it. That, to me, I didn't realize it until Civ 7. That's the basis of civilization. the Civ switching thing is like, it kind of makes it feel like when I'm playing in the first age, I have this feeling of like, well, none of this really matters. I'm all gonna switch to something different anyway, you know? Which is tough because visually the game is beautiful. Civ 7 looks great. Like the map and everything. Looks wonderful. I could have sworn someone in here said that. Or maybe I watched it. Yeah, maybe it was me. I mean, I feel like I was talking about Civ 7 on stream last night or a night before or something like that. All right, it says we have 1 minute. 1 minute, everybody. Apologies. So we're going to get Anno 1800 in 1 minute. I'm waiting for it to download. Since we got pushed out of Anno 117, those jerks. No, I get it. It's a demo. Yeah, like what other games like really swung for the fences and changed it up in the sequel? What other game would be like that? Well, I guess this is going back. This is going back a little bit, but SimCity. I feel like when you got to SimCity 2000. Oh, actually, no. Even like we were talking about Grand Theft Auto before. You go from Grand Theft Auto 2 to Grand Theft Auto 3. The switch to open world. That was like massively different. I don't, I don't know for sure if this is like the actual history of games, but wasn't Grand Theft Auto 3 like the first truly open world game? I'm sure it can't be. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, no, there's this other game, but it was the first one I remember. And I remember being like, this is crazy. I can just go anywhere I want. So that was like a massive change. So they kind of swung for the fences on that, and it obviously worked out massively well. All right, we have less than a gig here. Time remaining, almost there. God, yeah, this game is massive. Oh, yeah, I've watched a lot of history on that game. It wasn't the first, but it was certainly what set the standard. Yeah, that's got to be it, right? Like, that's the thing, like, saying it, I'm like, no, there must have been something else before that. But it did. It definitely set the standard. I remember Grand Theft Auto 3 came out my freshman year of college. And let me tell you, that was literally all everybody was doing in the dorms. Was playing Grand Theft Auto 3. I didn't have a PS2, so I couldn't play it. I had a PS1. So I was the one going to everybody else's rooms and just watching it. Yeah, I love Rockstar, to be honest. They're trailblazers. They kind of are, right? Like, what they've done with the Grand Theft Auto series. And I'll be honest, I'm not even that big a fan of Grand Theft Auto just because of the story. Like I'm not really into like crime stories. Like any story ever, and this is like games or movies. Oh, here we go. Let me throw this up on the screen here. Any game that deals with like mafia or stuff like that. It's just not my thing. I'm not big into it. But yet, like Grand Theft Auto 3 and some of those were just so much fun. There we go. Okay. All right, so let me change this. I need to be able to get, oh my God. Let me go to the options. Yeah, let's go windowed full screen so that I can get my mouse out of here. There we go. All right, good. So let's start a new game. Sandbox. Oh man, it's been so long since I did this. Yeah, less guidance. Look at this. Look at this sad looking dude. Oh yeah, this is my guy right here. This was the one I always chose. But this guy with the chops. Now we're gonna take this dude right here. Oh my god, yeah, this is I always pick this in Crusader Kings 3, so we're definitely gonna pick that. Alright. Player name. First name Ham. Last name Cuts. We'll do normal, because it's been a while since I played it, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this song. I really love the music in this game. I almost forgot about that. Oh wait, I didn't see you said there. For instance, I believe Zelda came out before that and was open world. Oh yes, you're right. The Zelda games. Those were open world. See, I didn't have a Nintendo 64. So I missed all of the Zelda stuff on Nintendo 64. I had a friend that had it and I watched him, but I didn't get to play it. And I love Zelda. Oh, whoops. But yeah, I forgot about that. Oh. Oh my god. All the controls are different. Wait. Alright, let's pause here. So we can get... Oh, really? I can't... I gotta, like, actual pause? Oh, man. Okay. I gotta change... Hold on. I gotta change key bindings here. I need to be able to do the WASD. Oh, there we go. Well, you installed a 100 GB game that fast? Do you have fiber? Yeah, I do have fiber. I have Verizon Fios. So I think that's fiber. Although wait, no, it said it was 50 gigs though. Yeah, it had downloaded 50 gigs. So there's also that. Okay. So we have potatoes, green, red pepper, and niter. So we need to build our marketplace, right? Right. Everything's coming back to me. Wow, you know, look at the graphics on this. Like, you can definitely see the improvement in graphics from Pax Romana. Because I remember the graphics on this being like, oh my god, this looks absolutely gorgeous. And it still does. I'm not saying it doesn't. But coming straight out of Pax Romana, you can see, oh, there definitely is a big graphical change. Age of agriculture. Alright, let's get a lumberjack's hut going. Let's build them out here. Strange, for some reason, my Steam version is 95 gigs. Despite me not loving it, I did really love the graphics too. I like zooming in on this game. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the things I remembered the most. I was like, graphically, this game was gorgeous. And look at that. Already now I'm like, oh, poo-poo. Alright, let's build a sawmill right next to it. I don't know if any of this is optimal. I don't remember. But it is what we're doing. Now the marketplace holds goods, right? No. A place that provides your inhabitants with all... Yeah, I don't remember. Pax Romana looked smudged and ugly, but honestly, I thought my stream was blurred or so. No, you know, it wasn't your stream. I had a problem when I was first trying to start the stream. I was having a problem with the coloring. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I had changed the color settings on the stream because it was showing up weird. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if it changed anything here. It looked so it looked kind of weird for some reason on my thing. So like the colors on my screen were different than what I'm seeing on my Streamlabs. I don't know why that was. But I reached a point where I was like, I got to start the stream now or I'm just not going to be able to start it tonight. So I just went with it. That's right. Yeah, so you get 5 in each of these to start. They need a market. We need to get fish. Ship menu. Sure. Oh yeah, here we go. I need to get the 50 farmers to get fish. Oh my god. I'm not used to the controls. I can't build like a farm yet. Okay. That's strange. And it's still doing that now? No. So now what I see on my screen is like coloring wise is what I see on my Streamlabs. It was just with Pax Romana that it was showing up like different for some reason. I don't know why. I thought you could build like farm and stuff at the beginning. I guess not. I guess the only thing we can really do is just... Oh, no warehouse in range. Alright. Yeah, we'll do like a small warehouse right here. Yeah, classic Ubisoft, right? Isn't that the truth? Yeah, look at that. Zooming all the way in. See, this was the thing I remember, like, when I had finally gotten it on the computer. That I was like, oh man, like on console you can zoom in like this, but you're still sitting, like, on your couch across from a TV. Whereas here, I'm, like, right up in front of my screen. So it's just inherently better. Classic Ubisoft is right, though. Um, the last one of their games I got was that Star Wars one. And I was so pumped for that game. Open world Star Wars game. And I mean, maybe it was not open world. That was not an open world game. I mean, I think I just didn't get far enough, but I played quite a few hours of that game. And it was like open world-ish. I hate how disappointed I was with that game. Because I really wanted it to be good. Are there any differences in the console version, or do they really manage to fit the entire UI and all that? There's no differences in like what you can do in the game. Obviously, yeah, the UI is different just because the controls are different. But yeah, I was surprised by when I went to the console, or when I went to the PC after playing so much on the console. It's the same game. It really is the same game. It just feels different because, like, obviously I can't point and click. Like, it's a lot of the, like, radial wheels and stuff like that. But it's still essentially the same thing. There's nothing that they cut out of the game for it. Maybe I'm underestimating the console. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, watching that Star Wars game was rough. Yeah. I think that ultimately, too, I think the thing that was so disappointing with that one was I felt like I was just doing stealth missions over and over and over. And, like, okay, I get she's like a smuggler and all that, but, like, you gotta change it up a little bit for me. It just felt like constantly like, okay, go get this. And I'm like, okay. And it was like, okay, go get this thing. Like every 2 seconds, somebody was like, hey, go get this. Like it's like being at home with my kids. Every 2 seconds, oh, I need water. Oh, Dad, I'm hungry. I want a snack. Oh, Dad, I need more water again. And I'm like, oh my god, this is exactly like taking care of my kids playing this game. All right. We need more. Just like stealth fetch quests in a big empty world. Yeah. Yeah, ultimately that's what it was. And I just, it sucks because it could have been so great. And it's so funny because, you know, they had offered at the start, when I was buying it, I saw, oh, no, I didn't want to put that there. You had the option to get like the upgraded version where you're gonna get like DLCs and stuff, and I was like, oh, should I get that? I should get it. This is gonna be awesome. But luckily I was like, well, let me wait and see, and I'm so glad I did. Because that would have been such a waste of money. The dad comparison, yeah. Thought a kid scares me so bad. Thought a kid scares me. And I'm at the point of no return. No, it's fine. This is what I've said to friends of mine who have had kids. When it comes to like being a parent, there are people I know, like who I went to like high school with or have known since then, who are legitimately like idiots. Just like dumb people who I wouldn't trust with anything in the world. And I know some people like that, and they are legitimately a good parent. Like, they're legitimately taking care of a child and doing it well. And so I always say, like, okay, if that person can do it, like, anybody can do it. You just have to do it. Hey, Jabba, hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's it going, my friend? I would have been so heartbroken if you just said, You bought the premium version of that game. I would have been heartbroken if I had, but I had considered it. And I was like, one, it's a lot of money. And two, maybe I should wait and see if I really, really like it. And thank God I did that. It's just so funny, too, how it's, like, universally not liked. Like, I don't think I've seen any videos online that was like, no, you guys, you're not giving it enough credit, you know? I like to think I could be a good parent. I think you would be. I'm sure you would be. Ultimately, the thing is, your kids want you to be good. So there's a lot of leeway you have. And honestly, like, in the end, like, as long as you're not, like, like, abusing them, and you're giving them a good amount of love, and, you know, just being there with them, that's pretty much it right there. I think people put too much into it, like, I gotta teach them this, and I gotta teach them that, and I gotta make sure they're like this, and I gotta make sure they're like that. I think people kind of forget, like, kids are gonna end up being their own person. Even at, like, my kids are young, and they're still their own people. I can try to, like, sway them into things I love soccer. I would love to sit and watch soccer with them. They don't like it. They don't want to watch it with me. And it breaks my heart. But, you know, you're not going to be able to, like, turn them into somebody. But that's a good thing, because it means, like, they're going to do their own thing. So just be present, you know? That's all you really got to do. Somehow, one of the more convincing arguments I've heard for procreation. Well, that being said, I also think, like, there are people who act like, oh my God, I have to have children. And I do really feel like, no, you do not have to have you don't have to have children. If you're not sure if you want kids, then don't have kids. Like, people act like, oh, it's not a complete life unless I have kids or something like that. And it's like, I fully, now, especially now that I have kids, I'm like, that is not true. If you don't want to have kids, then don't have kids. There's absolutely no problem with not having kids. My friend said, like, we have been doing this for thousands of years. Yeah, you can probably figure it out. Yeah, exactly. You can probably figure it out. It's absolutely true. There is this weird moment, though, when after your kid is born and that first moment you leave the hospital, where you're leaving and you're like, wait, you guys are really going to just, like, let me leave with this person? There was never any point before my kid was born that I expected anybody to, like, at the hospital to like, teach me anything. But there was something weird in that moment that I was like, you're not going to make sure I know anything? You're just going to let me leave with this child? There was only one thing they made sure you knew. This is really funny. Before we were able to leave the hospital, we had to watch this one video, and the video was about don't shake your baby. And it was clearly one of those low budget videos straight up out of the 80s. And it was literally like, sometimes you might feel like this. Oh, don't do that. Me and my wife were watching this video like, what the hell is going on right now? You might feel like you want to shake the baby. Don't shake the baby. This is the only thing they teach you before you leave the hospital. And so you're just kind of leaving with this thing like, really? Like, nobody is stopping us? We're just going to go? And so, yeah, and then you just, like, figure it out. And the secret is you never actually figure it out. Very true. It seems that more and more people are waking up to that idea based on declining birth rates and such. Good for them. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad, you know, I'm happy that I have kids. I love my kids very much. But I also think it's totally legitimate to be like, if you're not sure if you want to have kids, or you know you don't want to have kids, then don't have kids. I feel like people have this pressure they put on in society to be like, well, you gotta have kids now, right? Like I say this because I felt that after me and my wife got married, people are like, oh, so when are you gonna have kids? The moment you get married, people are like, when are you gonna have kids? And we were like, I mean, we're probably gonna, but damn, like, I need to like slow down for a moment. So there is this like pressure. I think that's ridiculous. Dude, LOL, I have a similar story to that. Oh yeah, yeah, what is it? But also, if you want to have kids, then have kids, you know? I realize there's never a good time to have kids. You're never going to be ready. So if you're ever feeling like, I want to have kids, but I'm not ready yet, there's never going to be a time where you're like, okay, I'm ready to do it. I mean, that being said, there are some times where maybe it's not the ideal. Like, if you're in high school, like, okay, yeah, maybe it's not a good time to have kids. If you can avoid it, you know. I do remember though when my wife first told me she was pregnant with our first kid. You know, you spend your whole life desperately trying to avoid to get somebody pregnant, and we were already trying to have kids, right? But the moment she told me I think I'm pregnant, my initial reaction was like, "Oh shit, I messed up." And then I had to stop and be like, "Oh wait, no, I want this. I want this. We were trying for this." Just instinctively, I was like, "Oh no." I once had this really unstable science teacher. Oh my god, what a way to start a story. And one day she was like, "You might just pick up your baby and be like, stop crying." And she was so into the air shaking. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. You will feel like that, actually. There's times where you're gonna be like, you're never gonna actually get close to doing it. You're like, man, you are pissing me off right now, kid. It is kind of true. I just want to have, I want to have kids, but I gotta find myself a girlfriend first. That kind of is step number one right there. Although, yeah, you know, you could always adopt a kid. I guess it isn't step one. Nothing wrong with adopting. But yeah, finding a partner might be a good first step. Hey, Maximilian, hello, hello. Considering becoming single. There's also that option. Taking up being single. You know what's funny is my wife and I have a joke because like every now and then, and every now and then meaning like maybe once a year, maybe, we'll like, my parents don't live very far from me. They live far enough, but not that far. And so we'll send the kids down with them. So the kids go down with the grandparents for like a weekend. And so it's just me and my wife. And we always joke because our initial thought is, oh man, the single life. But it's like, I mean, no, not single, but like childless. But at this point, being childless for a weekend, it feels like you're single, even though you're sitting there with your spouse. I really think she needed an evaluation. Nah, trust me, I don't know if she did. I think any parent who says they've never been, they've never felt like because of their kid is lying. It's straight up lying. They will frustrate you to no end, and yet you still love them to death. Far enough. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Far enough, but not that far. Look at your clock, fool. I'm considering becoming single over being awakened at 6:30. Not over some lame pregnancy scare. Although my message came at the perfect time to spicy your discussion. Oh wait, what do you mean? Were you awakened by the message that I'm streaming? Is that what you're saying? All right. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What do these people need? Oh, we need clothes. So we need more farmers. All right. City attractiveness. You know, we got a good little thing set up here. Let's save it real quick. Okay, I've realized what it was because there's clearly stockpiles. Yes, there is, right? See, this is what I was looking for in Pax Romana. Like, why can I not see my stockpiles? Ah, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, and you can put them up here. No, Hamcuts, your bot has annoyed me over, blocking text, but it cannot awaken a human being, thank God. I was awakened by the, oh, I was awakened by the female I'm considering becoming single from. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, we're a village. My apologies, friend. My apologies. Well, it happens. Happens to the best of us. The fact that as you expand to other islands, you can just plop down a warehouse and the goods. You can plop down a warehouse and the goods are just automatically there versus having to set up some type of logistical network. Yeah. Although from what I remember, no, don't you have to like set up ships to constantly be bringing goods back and forth because you're gonna have islands that have like unique outputs that you don't have on your first island, and you're like running them back and forth. Wasn't that a thing? Or am I just high? My overseer wants to couple me with her daughter, which is the biggest compliment ever, but at the same time, maybe I should just do it. Yeah. Oops. Oop. Yeah. Never good when you're set up with somebody. I remember I worked at a bank for a period of time, and there was this customer that would come in, and I was like friendly with her. Remember one time, and I think she really liked me, and one time she's like, you know, can I get your phone number? I would love to give your phone number to my daughter. If you're interested in that type of thing. I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I give her phone number. And I was like, I'm never gonna hear from that person. Can you imagine a woman like hearing from her mom? There's this really nice man at the bank that I would love to set you up with. I'm like, yeah, there's no way that's ever gonna happen. But thank you. I appreciate the try. Um, Thing is, the game wants to be kind of realistic. That really took me out of it. I thought I'd get over it, but oddly I couldn't. Do you? Maybe I'm bitching for no reason. I see. I don't know. I wouldn't take my word on that because it's been forever since I played this game. But I really feel like that was a thing. Like I remember being like, "Oh, you really gotta create a trade network between everything." So I don't know. Don't quote me on it though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yeah, Yeah. No woman wants to hear from their mother. There's this really nice man at this job that at this place that I go to. Let me set you up with them. That's just never gonna work. All right, we need some schnapps. So let's set up a potato farm. Need two more. Oh my god, we need one? What a waste. Alright. The Schnapps Distillery. We put it right here next to the potato farm. Then again, no harm, no foul, I guess. I'll get my number next time. Yeah, I mean, I gave her my number, like the mother. Definitely give the number, you never know. Ah, yes. Okay, I remember now. So I can fit so many more people in all these houses, but I need to get clothes in order to get it going. Can I turn this building? Yeah. Let's turn these buildings off. Here we go. Now we have enough people in these. So we have enough people in these, and then more people will move in, and then we can get this going. You know, I kind of forgot how much I enjoy this game. It's been so long since I played it. We might come back to this game. I really forgot how much I like this one. Also the music. I have to say, I forgot how awesome, how much I really love the music in this game. I must say, I've been dying to know the answer to a question may I ask. Yeah. Now you'll need an Anno pun. I know, yeah, I gotta come up with an Anno pun. I tried to come up with one, like quickly for this stream, but, you know, kind of lame, the title of the stream. Pax Romana, the Victorian one. I need time to think of it. But yes, you may ask, what is the answer to the question, or what is the question? Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta look at the deposits we have. Oil Springs. Hmm. Do we have... So we've got extra farmers now, so let's turn this on. Oh yeah, okay, so the schnapps we can't do. We can get some potatoes going. Yeah, what should I track up there? Or maybe the clothing. The clothing for now. That's what we'll do. Now, I need to like go find other islands. Man, am I gonna get like totally back into Anno 1800? A new island has been discovered. As someone adjacent to theater, from the things you say, I suppose one could make certain assumptions, but I wonder, what are your thoughts on the LGBTQ community? I don't know. Like, wait, which way am I facing? Yeah. Uh, you can put me down as an ally. I mean, there's a lot of issues to discuss when it comes to the LGBTQ community, but generally speaking, yeah, you can put me down as like an ally. Yeah, I know my shirts are always like kind of like because of the angle of the camera. What is this? Oh, full output storage. Oh, we're full of timber. Okay, so we can start trading some timber if we can find like other islands. Wonderful. People say to keep such things separate, but it's nice to know I watch and support an ally. Yeah, awesome. Well, nice to have a fellow ally present. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this point in time too, I'm kind of like there's no room for like, at least to me, any type of like homophobia or anything like that. I kind of don't have time for that. And I think that's the thing is like a lot of like homophobic stuff just comes to like we're discussing the value of people. And so in general, even outside of the LGBTQ community, I don't have time for discussions that deal with the value of people, you know. On topic, I think you do find other islands, but I can't remember how to colonize. Maybe a building. I think I do remember you have to put like a marketplace or something down there. But I don't think we can we haven't unlocked it yet or something like that. Yeah, you put a building down and then you claim the island. Yeah, how do you do that though? See, I think oh yeah, yeah, see here it is. Yeah, build a trading post. So when we build this, we claim the island. But we don't have the steel yet, so we can't actually do it yet. So we haven't unlocked it. That's how you do that. So we'll bring our ship back. Yeah, so what do we... So we can do a fire station. Oh, we can do a pub. So we can upgrade residents. Exactly, yeah. I gave up on engaging in such conversations a while ago, especially on the internet. Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, I will engage in the conversation. We had a conversation on stream maybe like a month or two ago. That was people were talking about that. And of course, you know, when it comes to trans rights, that's always a topic people wanna bring up. Um, but there comes a certain point where I'm like if the conversation is just now just straight up like we're talking about the value of people, I think there does come a point where I'm like, this conversation is not productive anymore. I'm honestly considering a reinstall, but I seriously cannot pull away from Age of Wonders 4. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's how I am with Victoria 3. It's hard for me to pull away from Victoria 3. I thought of almost just doing just a random one-off Victoria 3 stream tonight when Age of Wonders 4 was crashing on me. But I was like, I got this Pax Romana thing. Let me give it a try. I'm glad I did, because Pax Romana was fine, but it made me load this back up, and I'm glad. I'm glad I did. I forgot how much I loved this. It's so nice when you rediscover a game, you know? So if I put this here... Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to... That wouldn't be a good plan. Oh, I forgot about the newspapers. Now, I don't remember what the reasons were that I would want to do like a bad article. Oh, wait. Don't I get to choose? I think that's a flaw of mine, completely refusing to engage at times, to be honest. Yeah. Well, I admire that. I mean, I think my problem is sometimes I engage too much. You know, like sometimes I feel like I need to be like, there's no point in having this discussion. Um, I think I need to be more willing to be able to say that. Oh, yes, I thought you might, but it's cool you chose this game too. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we came back to this one. Man, I have a Victoria 3 video to make this weekend. But am I going to end up just playing Anno 1800 the whole time? I do see your happiness is quite low now, but I can't remember what that does. Yeah, I see propaganda in these games. Yeah. Oh, you know, I remember why I have this game on Ubisoft Connect. So I just had a flash of memory. I remember, so I had a Mac. I still do have Macs as a laptop. I had a Mac, and I really wanted to play this. I don't know why I didn't buy it on Steam, but I had bent over backwards to get a Windows partition installed on my Mac just to play this game. And I finally had worked it out. I got it worked out. I got a Windows partition. And I had loaded this game up. And my computer just didn't meet the requirements to play the game. So I had done all this work and it still didn't work. And I was like, oh, forget it. That's why when it had come out on PS5, I was like, ah, yes. Oh, wait, it changed. Where is the happiness? I honestly don't even see it. Since I woke up, I might watch this. Why do you bother with Mac? 'Cause Mac, honestly, like, I know the games thing, but outside of the gaming world, Macs are such a better computer. And honestly, for gaming, if the game it can run natively on a Mac, it's better. Especially with the new the M chip architecture and the unified memory. We sit across the spectrum from each other. Fascinating. I never really considered engaging too much being a problem. Well, because I think it takes a toll on you sometimes, like mentally, like it bothers you, and so you should just be like. I think sometimes it is better to just be like, yeah, I'm just leaving it. I'm just leaving it as it is. It's tragic. I only cringe each time you say gaming on a Mac, but I get it for the other stuff. Well, that's the thing is that first of all, Paradox games all come on Mac. So obviously I have my PC, my desktop, but my laptop is a Mac, and I'll make you cringe even more. My laptop is not just a Mac; it's a MacBook Air, so it's not even the most powerful Mac. But I run like Paradox games on it fine. So like Victoria 3, um, like Surviving Mars, Crusader Kings, EU4, and then even like Civ 7 runs on it, and they run great. Why do you consider Mac better? Well, so actually, here's the thing when it comes to like better or worse. So in general, the suite of like programs and the way it connects with all my other devices, because like I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, so to be able to enter something on one device and just have it seamlessly connect to everything else, that I think is nice. So like if I had I'm not opposed to having like a PC laptop, but if I got like a PC laptop, then I would feel like, well, I want like an Android phone and watch now. Like to me, I want everything to be able to connect to each other. So if I'm going to switch one device, I got to like switch all of them. But I think Mac is really good with the integration of all that stuff. Now also, that being said, there's the new unified memory. And so I didn't realize this when I got my MacBook Air, but in my next laptop, I'm definitely going to do it. So now the RAM is shared between the CPU and the GPU, and it switches based on what needs it more. So if you get like I don't know, like a MacBook Pro that has like 128 megabytes of RAM, you essentially could get like 100 gigs of VRAM if that's the thing that if that's required more than the CPU. So I think that is going to be a beneficial thing. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know that when I bought my MacBook Air. My MacBook Air is 16 gigs of RAM. So I'm not really utilizing it as much. And yet, I will say, I have a MacBook Air with an M3 chip and 16 gigs of RAM for my laptop. And I run things like Victoria 3 like flawlessly. So this is not an operating system discussion, but I want to continue the video in the toilet. Compatibility, basically. Yeah, compatibility. But I do think, though, actually the new chip architecture and the unified memory thing, I think will be better for gaming. I think, like, if you have a MacBook Pro with like 128 gigs of RAM or more, you're going to have more like capability than your PC. So at that point, the only thing really holding it back is games that can run natively on Mac. And so if the games you play run natively on Mac, where pretty much all of mine are, other than a select few, it works for me. Now, if none of your games run natively on Mac, then like, yeah, obviously that's not a good choice for you. I am quite surprised you can run Vic 3 so well, even endgame. Yes, even endgame. Now, obviously, yeah, the endgame slows down a little bit. But and the computer gets really hot. But it's actually designed to do that, especially the MacBook Air. They purposely don't have fans in the MacBook Air because the silicon, it has the chip set is a silicon chip, so it's supposed to be able to withstand heat better. But yeah, I run Vic 3 very well and the Endgame on it. And it's a MacBook Air, it's not even a Pro. So I think that's a statement to the architecture of it. And the performance of it. Now, here's the thing. So here is what I think the biggest drawback to a Mac is. And maybe, well, I don't know. This is more like if you're comparing desktops, right? Macs are not customizable. They're customizable when you buy it, but you can't change things afterward. Now, I get like a PC laptop, you can't really swap parts out and everything either. But like, if I had a Mac desktop, I also would be able to swap parts out. Whereas this PC I built myself, and so if parts get outdated, I can just upgrade parts in and out. Whereas a Mac, even if I had a Mac like desktop, I wouldn't be able to do that. And so I think that is kind of an annoying aspect of Mac, that you don't have that capability. But when you're looking at a laptop, Mac or PC, you can't really swap parts out all that much, or at all, actually. All right, so we could. You're not helping the Apple case. No, what I'm saying though is I think that if you had a MacBook Pro with one of the new silicon chips, I think it has better performance for games than a PC laptop. And so at that point, the only issue you have is what games run natively on it. So it depends on the games you play. Whereas, so for me, most Grand Strategy and 4X games run natively on Mac. At least like Paradox, or games made by Paradox Development Studio, run natively on Mac. And those are the vast majority of games I play. Games that aren't Paradox, Civilization runs natively on Mac. So for me, it works. Now, if you're trying to run like, like AAA console games, yeah, Mac might not be your thing. I wouldn't know that. I only had Microsoft since I was a kid. I don't think Mac is popular abroad, especially Europe. Android phones too. Yeah, I think that's true, right? I think I think Apple runs into some trouble with like European regulations. Like, so now like iPhones here in the US use USB-C. And I think it was mainly European regulations that did that because the EU, I forget exactly what it was, but it was like the EU forced them to use the standard USB-C so that everybody didn't have to get a new like cord or whatever it was. And so because they had to do that in the EU, they were like, we're not going to make two different phones. So now all iPhones have USB-C as opposed to that Lightning thing that they used to have. Which was fine with me, the Lightning thing, because I had an iPhone, so I had a Lightning cord. But yeah, I think they run into that issue. Yeah, the European Parliament forced them to use the standard USB-C, exactly. Which is great. I mean, I'm glad they did. The more universal the cords can be, the better. Oh no, the lightning cable was the worst. Well, the thing was, the lightning cable worked fine if you had Apple products. It was just annoying when you needed to plug in and nobody had a lightning cable, or somebody else had an Android and they're like, "Oh, do you have a charge cable?" Like, "I do, but I have an iPhone, so you can't use my cable." But in general, like, it charged the phone fine. Still, we get people that ask for an iPhone charger. I live in the EU. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Although it's funny, I haven't I mean, my iPhone is a couple of years old and it's USB-C. Anybody who's still on a lightning cable, that's a pretty old iPhone at this point. Can we make this a partisan issue in the US? It kind of it is. Oh, it is. Um there is a PC and Mac contingent in the US here. Because remember, Microsoft is also a US company. Microsoft is very big here as well. But yeah, there's also a very big Apple contingent. I need to get a new laptop, and I've seriously been considering, do I want to get a PC laptop? But I kind of like the idea of having a PC desktop and a Mac laptop. Yes, but can we make each of the two parties disagree strongly on operating systems? Oh, they do. Oh, they do. Oh, like the two political parties. I mean, there are two camps in the US for sure. PC or Mac and Android people. That is absolutely for sure. I was all Mac for a very long time, and after I started my streaming adventure, or actually after I built my PC, it's the first time I had used Windows in like 20 years. So I was like, okay, let's see what this is like. Because the last time I used Windows was Windows XP. And now I have Windows 11. So that's where I went from. I have Windows 11 here. The last Windows I used was Windows XP. So I have to say I've been pleasantly surprised with Windows 11. It works really well, I think, which is surprising considering generally Windows in the past did not work very well. But we need this to be on party lines for laughs. Yeah. We could make it that way. I mean, I guess in the US, Apple is still considered to be kind of like a hipstery type of thing. So you could kind of make the case Apple is like the left. And maybe like Windows is the right. But Tim Cook just like kissed the ring of Donald Trump recently, so seeing that I was kind of like, ugh. Maybe I will go with a PC laptop. We still don't have a positive balance. Let's try upgrading some of our people. We need some sausages. Oh, XP to Vista to 7. Skipped 8, 10, and 11. Okay. See, I skipped all of that stuff. Which one was the one that really bombed? I think it was Windows. Was it Vista? I think it was Vista. Yeah, Windows Vista. I did really love, there was this one ad campaign they did about Windows Mojave. And so I remember they had come out with all of these updates and fixes for Vista. And apparently Windows Vista was now like fine. It worked really well. But it had such a stigma around it that nobody would use it. And so I remember they had these commercials where they had these like focus groups, and they were like, okay, Microsoft has come out with a brand new operating system. It's called Windows Mojave. And so they tried it out, and they're like, oh, this works so much better. Oh, Windows Vista was awful. Finally, this new operating system is good. And then at the end of the commercial, like, this is Windows Vista just with the updates that we had. I thought that was actually really funny. But again, I never really used Vista because I had switched to Mac by that point. I think Vista had come out while I still had my last Windows laptop. But my laptop was so old it couldn't run Vista. So I still had XP for a while. Ah, man. Okay, I upgraded. And now I don't have enough of the workers. But I can fit more people. Like, why can I not get all of these people in there? Like, I need 20 more farmers, but each of these residencies can fit 3 more people. And they're all... Oh, wait. What's this? Working condition. But I can't... Yeah, the trade unions. So wait, what was it? Working conditions. We have schnapps. We have their pub. Luxury, news, pollution is good. Island peace. Your people appreciate having time for leisure. Uh-oh. Need new headphones. All right. There we go. Yeah, right? Well, the farmer is like so happy, but I'm still not getting full occupancy in these houses. And I just need 20 more. I don't want to like build another house. I mean, I guess I should. I should just do it and shut up about it, but oops. Oh boy. Well, guys. Yeah. Like, aren't they moving in here? Well, I think we're at that time. It's well past midnight for me here. I don't know. This game was fun. I forgot how much I enjoy this game. We might have to add this into... Maybe we might make this the Friday night game for a little bit. Right? Would anybody be opposed to that? All 4 say aye. We'll come up with a better pun for the title. Yeah, I think that's going to be it here. Wait, what's the warning? Oh, shortage of farmer workforce. Yeah. Right? Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, supports it. Meh. Yeah. Well, so Maximilian, you missed it. Yeah, like we were doing the Age of Wonders 4 stream. And for some reason, when we would enter manual combat, so the game crashed. And then when I would enter manual combat again, I turned the computer on, restarted the stream, went to the same point, and it crashed. So I was finally like, we're going to try something different then tonight. So I just checked Discord because I was surprised. Yeah. Yeah. So finally I was like, I don't know what the issue is. So we're going to stream something else tonight. Yeah, I do hope you'll be able to make Age of Wonders 4 work, though. Yeah, I think I need to figure out what it is. And I wasn't going to be able to figure that out in the midst of stream, so... Yeah, I mean, I don't want to abandon... I hate to abandon a run. It's the thing I like about streaming is it makes me finish runs, so... We're not abandoning Age of Wonders 4, but I got to figure out what that issue is. It seems hard on my GPU. I wonder if you had a similar issue. Yeah. Because I believe green screens can be indicative of that. Oh, okay. That's exactly what happened. My screen went green and everything like shut down. I don't mind Anno. I have this game but never played. That's kind of how I am too. I'm not a huge fan of Anno. But this one specifically is good. And I think most people consider this the best one in the series. So this one is very good. But I've tried, I said before, like, I tried, like, Anno 2205. That one was kind of eh. And they have the new one coming out. And so we did the demo, an hour of the demo to start this stream, Anno 117. And that one was looking promising. So we might, try it out. Maybe we can get a suzerain campaign. Won't take you more than a few episodes. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll add that in. I have it now. So we could do that. Yeah, so we'll see. I'll try to figure it out. If I can figure out what's wrong with Age of Wonders, then we'll go back to that. Because I would like to finish that run. And then maybe we can add another... change something around somewhere else. At least until the Victoria 3 DLC comes out. But we'll save this one, right? We should. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. So thanks for watching, guys. Maximilian, thanks for joining in at such an early time. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, thanks for sticking around through my technical difficulties. And Java, thanks too for joining, and it's always good to see you. Yeah. But as always, my friends, thank you very much. That'll be, and everybody else watching, thank you. That'll be it for tonight. So the next time I'm on, will be on Tuesday morning. We'll be doing another Victoria 3. Well, we'll be doing Victoria 3. We'll be starting a series of playing with mods until National Awakening comes out. So Tuesday will be a double Victoria 3 day, and we'll be doing a mod run. So hopefully I'll see everybody then. Other than that, have a good night. And as always, be awesome. I'll see you then.